do 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 do. YouTube? Hello? There we go. Alright. Sweet. We are back. What's up, Bruce? We are back indeed with a full belly. And ready for rush hour. Holy moly. We got a nice Seaways one coming. Behind it there's a container ship. Oh, it's hidden behind it. If I look to the other side, approaching from Antwerp, we see another massive one. So plenty of stuff coming. Ready for rush hour. I'm excited. Oh, there's the other one. There is another MSC. We did miss the Transphenica though. That's the only downside of getting food. It is also golden hour that's approaching, where the light conditions will be really nice. So we got another dredge coming as well behind the DFDS there. Let me get some drink. Hey Chef Dave, good evening. So we got a ton of ships coming in right now over the next 2 hours. So we should be in for a nice rush hour slot. Here we are again, indeed, Jacob. So you got the VB Lievengevaart coming in, one of the tugs. You can type in Dutch, Jacob, it's fine. A lot of people won't understand it though. And I'll reply in English. Oh. Rush hour? Yeah, it's just starting, Rogue. There's a lot of stuff coming in from the coast over the next 2 hours, so... So this is the Humbria Seaways, a stream regular. This is the fixed line between Gothenburg and Ghent. So Gothenburg in Sweden and Ghent. And there's like, I think there's 3 ships in total that are constantly traveling between Ghent and Gothenburg. Because I've noticed that these ships, they go to Ghent, and like in a few hours time they've completely unloaded and loaded again, and they're off again. They literally stay only a few hours in Ghent. Loading, unloading, and then they're off again. So really cool. So this is the Humbria Seaways. Then there was also the what is it? The Petunia Seaways and the Begonia Seaways. Those are the 3 ships. So we'll see it nice and up close as it takes the corner here towards Ghent. Hey Bezzy, good evening. Oh, I see more ships approaching on the coast as well. Neat, neat, neat. The wind has picked up over the last hour, I feel like. Or maybe it's because I'm on top of the embankment now. Oh, that's what I saw. Looks I'm gonna be all here by myself. Last two cars are leaving. Oh, there's one more car. Look at all the trailers on the deck of that one. Full of trucks. Meanwhile, we got another ship coming from Antwerp as well. Small tanker, it looks like. We'll stay on this one for a minute. Look how it leans while it's taking the corner. Really cool to see. Ooh, she's smelly. Look at that yellow sulfur glass. Like the windows. It's funny, right? I wonder why they have it actually. Wonder if it's just aesthetics, maybe cost savings because you need less metal, but then again it might cost more to put them in there. So I wonder if they have function or if it's just aesthetics. Because you could argue that it's just gonna make the cargo, so all the trucks there, wet with salty water. Oh, what a shot. It's been a while since we saw one of these come in actually. Really cool. Also, good evening, Yo-Yo. Good evening. For weight, yeah, maybe. Could also be a thing, indeed. Although, will it make such a big difference? Maybe another one could be wind, so she's more maneuverable. Because notice how this one does not need pilots. Tugboats. They do have a pilot, but no tugs. So they're very maneuverable, these ships. So maybe so the wind has less impact on her. Could be another reason. Meanwhile, the Skuteviken, what a name, the Skuteviken. I'm not sure if you already have a moderator or an AI, otherwise I'll have to do it myself, which is fine. Although I think, yeah, the Humbria came on the overlay. Yeah, we have Toast on YouTube, I see it now. Cheers, Toast. The Skuteviken, 130 meters long, 20 meters wide, an oil products tanker. She's on the way to Ambe in France. Ambe. Sounds Swedish. Skuteviken sounds indeed Swedish. Sounds like an IKEA product. If it sounds like an IKEA product, it must be Swedish. Look at that. Viken equals bay. Okay. Moin Ulrich. Or I should say guten Abend. Guten Abend. Good evening. Skuta is ship, so ship bay. It's nice to finally see some big ships. This is the biggest ship we've seen so far, I think, today. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. We had a 300, wait, was that a 300 meter one? We had one big one lost in the previous stream. Oh, you can see the bow thrusters. Look at that. Those are the bow thrusters that are making small corrections already for steering. She has two bow thrusters in the front. Sounds very ghetto if you say it like that, Chinardo. That's where it's at. Maybe for ventilation, you mean the windows, Jacob? I don't know. I mean, all the other Ro-Ros are kind of like completely closed off, like shoeboxes, so. I don't know. That looks cool. I believe you can also sail along on these ships. I'm not sure though. I remember when I was a kid and I saw these go by, because I grew up in one of the towns along the canal. So I saw these go by and I was always wondering, where are all the truck drivers? But it's only the trailer, so there's no truck drivers on it. In the meanwhile, the first of two 366 ones that we'll see is here. There she is. The MSC. Well, slimes. The MSC Darlene. It's always impressive to see them in the distance like that. A little bow thruster is my rapper name. My name's on the weekend. Little thruster. Ooh, she's off for a long distance journey. That's why she's so well loaded, actually. So she's off to Port Kelang in Malaysia. So she's off for a 4-week trip. Probably 3 weeks. Malaysia. We'll catch up with her when she's getting closer. You have another dredge. Ooh, hang on. Oh, that's not good. got to readjust some stuff. Okay, that's better. The mount for the tripod loosened up for a minute there. So I was saying we have another dredge. Let's also put you there. Okay. As you can see, definitely rush hour starting up. Ship coming in on the coast there. A few ships underway. Let's see, what are you? The Diogo Sao. That's one we haven't had yet. It's a dredge I haven't seen before. She came from Zeebrugge, where she was probably dredging then, I guess. I love filming in the low sun. It's always so nice. Let me put on my gloves because it's chilly. It's one of the Jan de Nul ships, one of the two big Belgian dredging companies. Looks like a Japanese whaler. And in the front it has like a big harpoon gun. It's a rainbowing system on the front, so they can basically spray sand like a big rainbow. I love the new rubber band so much. The panning is so much smoother now when I'm using it. This one will lead us flawlessly into the next ship. Appears to be a small, I'm not sure if it's going to be classified as container ship. It's probably going to be a general cargo ship. Okay, I can give you a picture, Toast. Give me a minute. Yeah. Camera. You'll be underwhelmed once you see it. You'll be like, oh. Discord. There you go. Wait, oh no, I'm in the Netherlands. Uploading a picture takes like 20 minutes. So you'll see it in Discord in like 20 minutes from now. For some reason, when I'm uploading a picture to Discord from the Netherlands, it always takes like 20 minutes if I'm on a mobile network. I have no idea why. I don't have it on Belgian networks. BF Philip, we've seen that one before, for sure. It's a stream regular, almost. Ooh, we need a rust rating on this one. Ooh, that's a 7 to me. Hey Uthi, welcome back. Oh, that's absolutely 7 to me for rust rating. Although the bridge is pretty fresh, but the hull, ooh, needs some love. Give it a 6. I'm giving it a 7. Yeah, it's true. Superstructure looks fresh. How do the brackets look over there? They also look rusted as hell. Hey Rama, I'm gonna go for Rama. Totally butchered your nickname. Good, well, I can always say, I can say evening, it's past 6, good evening. I got that big boy coming towards us. Or big girl, I should say, because she's named after a female. We'll see her in a little bit. So we got a nice selection of container ships and some other stuff as well coming by in the next hour or hour and a half from now. High tide is in an hour and 40. That's why traffic's picking up again. Also, I forgot to check the BF Philip, the one we're looking at. She's built in 1996. Wow, that's old for like a container ship. She also has a nice rumble to her. Very soothing to me. And she's en route to DE-NOK, so that's Germany. Not sure what NOK means. DE is Deutschland, but somewhere in Germany. The Noordoostzee. Okay, so she's going to the, yeah, okay. Thanks, Worsbrot, for that. I think I've asked that before and you guys told me before and then I forgot again. Going through the Kiel Canal, yes. It's going straight to you, Ulrich. Oh, it's one of the good looking tugboats. Look at those chimneys. Look at those muscle car chimneys. Oh, look at the heat exhaust going from them. Look at that. That looks good. This is the Multratug 3. I actually drove behind a van of Multratug while I was getting some food. Well, Multra ship. Someone working on those chimneys while it's... Oh no, they're working on the Moab, I think. Man overboard boat. We got our next big one coming, but it's still behind the pier over there, so I'm waiting until it's appearing from behind it. Until then we can stay on the BF Philip. The last picture of the incoming MSC pillar is from 2021. You want to do a fresh one? Oh yeah, I'll do that. That's weird. It has no pictures for the past 4 years now. I mean, it is perfect photography weather with the sun setting, so that's nice. Yeah, it doesn't always show the most recent one on the, as like the main picture. It's not always the most recent one, so it's possible that there's more recent ones. Also, my picture was uploaded, Toast, if you're curious, to my rubber band. The photos don't even have MSC branding. Ooh, interesting. So it's one that MSC recently maybe bought then and claimed as their own. I think I also see the HMM now. Is that the HMM? Let's check. Yeah, that's Is it Westerschelde in the background? Yeah, that's Jacob. Real quick. That thing, that is, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's the nuclear power plant there. That little dome. Meanwhile, the Humbria Seaways is in the sluice. It's almost moored. So this is the MSC Pillar 6, 278 meters long, 40 meters wide, built in 2003, so that is 22 years old this year. She came from Thames in the UK. I'm pretty sure she's going to Antwerp. This pillar of girls, I'm not sure, not in Dutch at least, or in English. Pilar. I don't think it's supposed to be a female name. It is? Is it really, Bruce? Yeah, maybe in like some other regions of the world. She was a Conti ship first. We know that one, Conti. Oh, she had many names in her history. Thanks for sharing that, Worsbrot. So she was renamed to the MSC Pillar in 2023 then? No. There should be a date behind it then. It was 2003 in Lisbon. She was called Lisbon. 2000. Anyway, recent name change. So I'll again, when she gets closer, I'll make a photo of her. She looks damn fresh, actually. Look at the reflection of the water in her. It is a Latin female name. Okay, thank you, Paul, for that. It was 2023. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely make a picture of her then. So yeah, as always, if I make a picture, the audio will mute for a few seconds. So I apologize for that. It's a custom overlay I created, a little Brody. So it's my own development thingy. want to make a photo now. This looks actually really nice. Let me. I need a second camera. I know, Jacob, I have so many things on my wish list, but for me the priority now is improving the audio. I think that will make the stream a lot more immersive, and I will also be able to control the audio levels better, because I will be able to listen to the combined feed myself with everything that I'm getting. But yeah, at some point, oh, I have a set, yeah, but that's not a good one for making, that's like a vlogging cam. It's good for filming yourself, but not for this types of shots. I'm probably gonna make one more photo when she's close though. Need options. What camera? Yeah, there it is. Canon EOS R50 with a 240mm zoom lens to 24mm. So we can do this or do this. Oh God, I love the reflection in the water of her. Looks really good. It's really gonna be the MSC stream again today, because we have two more big boys from MSC coming, 366 meter ships. One of them is already in visual, the other one should appear in a little bit, I think, on the horizon. Okay, one more photo. I'll be back in a minute. There we go. Now we'll have two new uploads today to Vessel Finder. She looked more fresh from afar though. Now that she's closer, you do see a little bit of roughing up marks on her. Cut all that stuff. What's interesting is that it's almost exclusively MSC containers on her. Are those unmarked ones? No, that is the Triton ones. So. Lots of exhaust fume. She's definitely washing her fumes, judging by the white smoke. Look at that one silly container at the back row. The one container that could. So yeah, definitely not fully loaded yet. I don't think the conclave is happening on the ship rogue, otherwise yes. How long before the console of the container is a landfill? For some of it, not long maybe. Shouldn't think about that. Oh, I'm gonna put on my gloves again. Jesus, it's cold again. It's gonna be a very cold one tomorrow, I think. You made it. I'm doing a second stream today, Susie, especially for your birthday. Happy birthday. Especially for you, I'm doing a second stream. I went for some dinner and then I came back because it's rush hour now. We have a lot of big boys coming in. What is it that feels like? Feels like 18? No shot, it feels like 18. Feels like 12 or something. A lot of wind chill. Oh, look at that big MSC in the background there. So that one is coming towards us, one of the two big girls we'll see today. That is the MSC Darlene you see in the distance. Going to Malaysia, so fully loaded for the long distance trip. And we got another big one coming in, which is the MSC Sienna. Almost 30, what is the wind? Yeah, there's quite a bit of wind. It's actually more than I thought it would be. Some relaxation. Well, what is better than the water to bring some relaxation? Holy crap, that wind is nasty. It's mostly coming from, the wind lag turned a bit. It was coming from the north east, and now it's more northwestern wind. Interesting. There he is, St. Gregory. Thank you for gifting us up and welcome. What an entrance. St. Gregory is like, I cannot just say hi in the chat. I just need to gift us up and then I can say hi. Get a pic of this angle too to show the name. I can. I mean, the name was also on the front, so I think, yeah. The pillar thing is in the way. The pillar is blocking the pillar. I wonder what determines the amount of smoke exhaust coming out of certain ships. So we talked about it before, Chucks. A lot of these ships have exhaust fume washers. So if you see it like this, that means the exhausts are being washed right now, which is causing a lot of white smoke, which is a lot of water vapor. Of course, there's still nasty stuff coming out, but it reduces the amount of sulfur in the air, and that's the main goal of the exhaust fume washing. Stupid pillar. Yo, another one. Jacob, thank you for gifting us up to Albeck. Thank you, man. Thank you both for the support, as always. Hey, EG, welcome back. Come back to Rush Hour. Which one will we... Oh! St. Gregory gifting another one to Rogue. Thank you so much, St. Gregory. Massive support, as always. Now the sulfur ends up overboard in the water. But yeah, apparently because all these, well, the ships that still run on heavy fuel, apparently they contribute to like a lot of the percentage of the total sulfur in the air contribution in the world, actually. They're probably the biggest polluters for sulfur. I saw an article about it. The smoke adds to the scenery. It's kind of true. St. Gregory gifting another one to Nopulus. It's rush hour sub time, sub gift time, indeed. Thank you, man. As always, appreciate it. All right, so we got the big MSC coming from over there. Now let's take a look at the coast, because that is where most traffic will be coming from. A little inland ship here. And I do see a tanker approaching. And then if I pan over there, we have the And I'm gonna check radar in a minute, see how the Sienna is moving. Let me check radar. Wow, the wind is getting really feisty. Holy moly. Yeah, the Sienna is about to enter the... She should be coming into sight like any minute now. Wait, that's the blizzard? The timing. It feels like a blizzard here. Except there's no snow. Wow, that's some feisty winds. Well, they said that wind was gonna pick up on Sunday. I guess it's already here. And another one to Billy the Cat. Thank you, St. Gregory. And Jacob is joining sub gift rush hour as well. Gifted to Lil Brody. Thank you, Jacob. You guys are coming in big on the support. Thank you so much. I love how you can see where somebody's from when they do the automated thank you message. Tack voor gave abonnementet. On a side note, the Tulip Festival has begun in Holland. In Holland, Michigan. Confused me there for a minute. Hey Peter, good evening. That's a different stream, Bruce. That's a different stream you're talking about. Let's do it like this for. Wait, let's just follow the small one for a minute. I'm just hiding a little bit from the wind. Hang on, maybe I should do this. Okay, that will help me. What did I miss? Jacob, another gifted. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. St. Gregory, another gifted as well. Thank you so much, guys. It's so humbling. Thank you. Chuck says, screw it, Twitch chat seems way more active. It's usually like that. The YouTube viewers are not the biggest chatters. It's mostly the Twitch viewers. Warm up sub time from cold. It warms my heart, St. Gregory. It warms my heart. What is that one? What's a? It's a gas? It's LPG then, or something like. Wait, is there? Oh, my tripod is wobbling because of the wind. Holy moly! And St. Gregory gifting another one. Thank you so much, St. Gregory. I hope the wind noise is not too bad. Jesus. Is it an LPG tanker? Did it say? No, it just says tanker. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's a tanker or like liquid petrol gas, LPG. It adds to the vibe. Wow, where did that wind suddenly come from? Look how wild the water has become as well. Okay, I'm gonna move the tripod just a tiny bit, just for my own comfort. We might have to level it again now, but that's fine. So we do it like that. Okay. As you can see, I moved it a bit more behind the car so I can stand out of the wind a bit more, which makes a big difference to me. Wow, I need to move it again. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Holy mo! What's happening? 5 gifted, St. Gregory. Thank you so much. Holy moly! St. Gregory is slaying rush hour. He says 5 gifted. Boom. Oh wow! Look at that sailboat. They must be flying now. St. Gregory is living up to the name. Wow. Literally, you see this wobble? That's the wind. I need to hold the tripod down. Wow, that's great. Okay, where were we? There we are. Steven Seagal said it. Ah, I knew it was Steven. Is this the wind that we're expecting tomorrow for the stream? Because that would be... Then we might have to go to Walls, or I think I could be sheltered from the wind there. Oh wow, that's a lot of wind. Well, it looks like one of them is going to the little port area on the other side there. So we won't see that one. Sorry for the waving around. I'm a bit flabbergasted by the amount of wind that suddenly is hitting and the amount of gift subs. All right, again, thank you for all the gifted Jacob at St. Gregory. Thank you so much. I mean, the sailboat has it like diagonally into its side, the wind. It should be flying, I think. Yeah, the HMM is behind the pier, so we'll get back to that one in a minute. In the meanwhile, we'll take a look at the little sailboat. Can't believe all of that didn't even kick off a hype train. Stupid Twitch. I have no idea how hype trains work these days. Because I saw that hype trains can now randomly trigger as well, without any reason. Just randomly a pop-up, bloop, you have a hype train. Okay. But there was no hype. We've seen Sienna before. I don't know if we did, Sulzy. But you can look it up. For those of you who are new to the stream, we do have a little website where we track the statistics of all the ships that we've spotted so far. Maybe we can look up if we saw the MSC Sienna before this month, or April at least. Oh wow! Hang on, before I gotta show you guys that. This is crazy. So there's like a big storage of ground here. Oh, that doesn't pick up on camera. It's super dusty there. It doesn't really pick up on camera. Massive chunks of dust flying around. Yeah, it doesn't pick up on camera. Never mind. Back to the ships. Oh yeah, it's literally hovering the camera. Oh, this is the wind doing it. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah, let's put it like this. So I guess now, yep. Wow. Oh yeah, that little boat is having fun. Look at that. Wow, there's like a whole dust storm on that area next to me. It happened so fast, the wind. It was so nice and peaceful out today. We haven't. It sounded familiar. A lot of these MSC ships, they all look the same. Still that sturdy? I feel like it's more. They got a very nice shot of Darlene when she's turning towards us. I have to admit, it's not as relaxing as it is when there's less wind. This is crazy, this wind. So if you're just joining, this is one of the two bigger ships that we'll see this stream. The MSC Darlene with a 366 meters long. And she is leaving for Malaysia, which means a big trip, the next 3 weeks probably on sea. And that also means she's pretty fully loaded. Her current draught is 14.5 meters. So there's another 14 meters of her below the water line. Heaps of cargo, yeah, exactly. They must be regretting not going home earlier. Oh! Do you know what's in her cargo? It could be anything. Could be, I think 1 in 3 things that you touch in everyday life has been in a container at some point, so. They probably thought, oh, let's go out for a nice little day of sailing. Was it max wind for the big ships? I have no idea, Peter, to be honest. Not sure if there's a lot of regulations to that. I think the main thing is the pilots need to be able to board and get off. So I think that's the main. Looks like it's gonna go towards Ghent actually. It's gonna take the corner here. All right. Switch to the bigger ships again. We got 2 of them side by side. Does look like the is overtaking. Hey Vlietenkijker, moin! The Dubai, I saw it on the pilot schedule 2 days ago, Susie, so. This is the HMM Oakland, I think. Oh my god, this wind is horrible. Holy crap. Yeah, it could be, Susie, could be. I think Toast went to the bathroom, or maybe Toast blew away because of the wind. There it is. Thank you, Toast. She is, wow, she's just under 300 meters. 293 meters long. Oh my god. Toast, stop distracting me. Okay. Just under 300 meters, 40 meters wide. She came from Rotterdam, this one. Wind speed overlay. I should bring like a little wind station so I can measure it. This is crazy, this wind. Look at that, we got a nice little threesome of ships coming in. While I'm being completely blasted by the wind. So I'm gonna say that if the wind is like this tomorrow, I don't think we'll stream. This is crazy. A lot of O&E containers on this HMM ship. Can you hear me really well? Really? Wow. That's crazy. Of course, typical for the HMM ships is that their name is also on there in Korean writing. If you didn't know, HMM stands for Hyundai Merchant Marine. Just like there's Hyundai Shipbuilding as well. Okay, I'm gonna switch my attention now to the bigger one of the two big ones that we'll see today. There she is. Oh wow. Whew. Look what the camera is doing. I'm not touching it, it's just rotating by itself because of the wind. Lock it down. Okay, that's better. Not to rotate, but not the direction we want it to. She definitely looks pretty full, isn't it? It's not a big bridge. Well, the indoor part isn't. That's true. But there is still controls at the outer edges of the bridge for mooring operations and stuff like that. Oh, I wish you guys could feel this wind. Look at the waves on the river. That's crazy, those waves. And it's not just from the ships. I had no idea there was a container ship expressway. Well, the port of Antwerp is the biggest port in Europe, but actually for containers this year they've done the most containers out of any port in Europe for Q1 2025. It takes several days to unload one, so they never get fully loaded or unloaded, St. Gregory. How it basically works is that they go to a port. Some of it will be unloaded, some will be loaded, and then they go on to the next port. These ships are mostly on routes, on fixed rotations. Oh wow, look at those splashes. So they'll do a few ports in Europe, and each of those ports they will unload and load containers. And once they're done with all the ports in Europe, they'll have a full ship again to go all the way back to Asia, as this one is going to do now. And then in Asia, it will do the same movement again, do a lot of different Different ports there. Load, unload. No, Rotterdam is the biggest. Antwerp is the second biggest. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm just being flabbergasted by the wind. Makes it hard to think. So yeah, no, Port of Antwerp is the second biggest in Europe. Rotterdam is the biggest. But in terms of containers moved this year, in Q1, Antwerp beats Rotterdam for the first time. It's never fully, exactly. The only time that it will be fully unloaded if it needs to go into dry dock, which is every few years. Not sure even for these very big ones how often it happens, but I think it's only ever fully unloaded if it needs to go into dry dock for some reason. But other than that, you will never see it empty except when maybe it's just delivered. Because there's pictures of these ships that are completely empty. It looks really freaky. It's just like all these brackets that you then see. What speed is it going at? 9 knots. I think it's dealing with the wind as well, actually. So the tide is still coming up right now, so that means the ship is battling the tide flowing in and the wind that is now head on for it. 2 inspections in 5 years, but no longer than 3 without an inspection. But do they go into dry dock for an inspection or just inspections underwater by divers? What is the ship behind, Darlene? It looks funky. That's a dredge ship, Rogue. So it's basically one of those vacuum cleaners for the bottom of the river. So it's been there for the entire day. I don't think they're actively dredging, actually. I think they're parked there for some reason. It is in dry dock, okay. I love how full she is. Looks amazing. It's about to have a good infrastructure. So a lot of it can go by rail. There's also a lot of trucks in Antwerp for sure. And then also a lot of containers go on other smaller ships, either inland ships to go up rivers or feeder ships is what they call them. Those are just smaller container ships that can still go out at sea, but they will just distribute them in Europe to like the smaller ports. So these giant ships usually go to the same big ports, and from there they are distributed with feeder ships, so smaller ships, to smaller ports. So there's multiple ways how these containers travel from the port of Antwerp to its final destination. The less is at Morocco. That's why the Muhari is dredging here. Rear looks, yeah, it's definitely a different model than the Muhari dredge that we have here. Jacob found somebody without a gifted sub, so he was like, let's gift another one. Thank you, Jacob. Let me focus on filming a bit. God, she's big. Still not the biggest. She's only 366 meters. But pretty big. Let me check if I can see her capacity. Let's go to the radar. Let's go here. Let's go there. Particulars. No, it doesn't say. That's unfortunate. That is inclusive of Zeebrugge. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. No, that's fair, Paul. I'm just excited that we've beat Rotterdam for the first time. So, yeah, maybe a correction to my saying about Antwerp doing the more containers than Rotterdam in Q1 this year. That is, Antwerp and Zeebrugge combined, because they're just one company basically. They're managed together. Hey Washbar, moin! Welcome in the wind. Meanwhile, I do see the Sienna in the distance as well. So she is on approach now. She has passed Vlissingen. She will be the closer of the day though, the MSC Sienna. If I'm not completely blown away by the time she's here. Holy moly, that's a lot of wind. Probably see it in the grass as well. If I point the camera down a little bit, look at that grass wobble. You do always wonder though, right? What is in those containers? At least I do. I mean, I know it's basically everything you can imagine, but still. It will be so fun to see a full loading list of one of these ships and what is in each container. Belgian beer and chocolates. That's probably part of it, yeah, for sure. So meanwhile, let me show you guys in the... For some reason there's like a haze now because of the strong wind, but there's the other one. There's the MSC Sienna that's on the way here. And it looks like there is another ship in front of her as well, over there. Like maybe a bulker? Let's see, maybe a tanker. An idea roughly how many containers there are. So we do get the biggest ones in the world here, Terminator. They can carry just over 24,000 20-foot containers. So they measure the capacity of these container ships in TEU, what Toast just wrote in chat, which basically stands for a container that's 20 foot long. So if you would line up the amount of containers on the biggest ships in the world, you get a line of about 150 kilometers long. No, just a straight line of containers. I think these ones are probably around, I don't know, 12,000, 14,000. No, I can't, Toast. It doesn't show on Vessel Finder. It just says a little stripe. So it's not locked for me, but it just doesn't know it. I need to look it up different. Hang on, I can look it up for this one. Let's see. It's pretty easy to find. We usually have another moderator that has access to it, but he's on a booze run on a ferry ship, so we don't have him today. This one can carry 15,400 containers. I should actually integrate that in the overlay at some point. There's currently an 18-mile-an-hour wind. I feel like it's more. There's so much wind. I'm totally getting smashed by the wind. There you go. So that would be a line of 15,400. A line of almost 100 kilometers. Hey Stutler, good evening. I used to fill 20 and 40 foot containers with boxes and do the documentation to ship them all over the world. They look so tiny on there. I know, right? It looks like little bricks. That's why you often lose perspective on how massive these ships are actually. You can only imagine. I do have a deadweight tonnage of the ship. The summer deadweight of the ship, I don't know exactly what it means. I have to look it up again because there's different ways to measure ships. But that is 175,897 tons. I'll repeat that. 175,000 tons. That's a heavy ship. Yeah, so we have another moderator called Akandas. He lives in Finland. And apparently it's very popular in Finland to go to Estonia for a day with the ferry. And then on that ferry you buy alcohol because it's duty free and it's super cheap. So they call it the booze run. I hope there's not as much wind there though. Would you want to drop that on your foot? No, you wouldn't. Deadweight tonnage, the total weight of a ship can safely carry. So yeah, that is the best measure actually, the dead weight. But it's not a total weight of the ship. It's just the stuff that's on it. Just call it the booze cruise. Can't believe how hazy it got in the distance. I wonder if that's rain coming or not. There wasn't any rain expected, but it's probably just humidity flying up from a... Ooh. Got a helicopter? What is this wind? Oh yeah, oh my god, there's so much sand flying around. Oh my god, what the heck? So I'm standing at the back of trunk of my car and it's open. There's like sand accumulating on all the stuff that I have in there. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god, so much sand on my backpack now. The wife will think I've been on the beach or something. Jesus. What the hell? Oh, sorry, bad angling. It's Finland, and in Finland the booze is just very expensive, St. Gregory. In Scandinavia, buying alcohol is in general very expensive. So it's cheaper to buy a ferry ticket to Estonia and back and buy your booze on there, I guess. It's a thing people do there. Maybe now's a good time. Just one more sellout moment. If you're new to the stream and you like all the ship spotting, don't forget to drop a follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, because we are also live on YouTube. Trying to grow the channel there as well. And it was very quiet, Sulzi. That's why I decided to do a second stream this evening to catch the rush hour, I would say it. I would call it. Because it was very, very tame, the first stream that I did. I felt like I needed to see a few more ships before I ended the day. It has something spooky now if you look at where is she? Sienna. There she is. Ships in the fog. Is that one going to Ghent, I wonder? Tell us that. What did you see? There was a ship. Or was there something in front of the camera? And it was a car that drove by. This is the Xiaomei. Oh, we don't know where it's going. Officially, it's still going to the Wonderland is just the pilot pickup spot. It's a bulk carrier. I'm assuming that it's gonna go to Ghent because I saw a few tugs head out, so they'll probably pick it up. So we'll see that one up close. Wow, there's two people who have arrived. They're going out for a walk. Nice relaxing walk. Ooh, oh, they have a little dog with them. Be careful, guys, your dog is gonna blow away. While we wait for the Sienna, we do have something else we can look at. Look at that color. Do you see that in the sky? Like the black lines? That looks sick. Oh, yeah, it does show on camera, the discoloration. So this is another dredge ship that's coming out of the canal. Oh, look at the waves hitting it. She is full again, so she's just heading out here to dump its load, and then it's going back for more dredging. Fly their dog like a kite. It's messed up, but true. So if you're new to the channel, this ship basically vacuums the river. So it sucks up sand and it dumps it in another spot. That's how they keep all the shipping lanes deep enough at all times. This one specifically is working on a new sluice that is, well, has been built, but it's not yet in use. So I think it's one of the final steps of preparation to start using that sluice. Yes, it's going back and forth, Sulzi. On the stream earlier today, the previous stream, we saw it take a, well, dump. Take a dump. This is exactly what she's about to do now. She's going out and then she'll dump her load in the water. Look at those waves hitting her. I'm actually having like sand between my teeth. You know that feeling when you have like a little bit of sand grains in your mouth? It's just blowing into my mouth. Disgusting. No, it won't go through the sluice, Sulzi. think it's actually scheduled to overnight here just around the corner. So just at the entrance of the canal, I think the big submersible thing will be overnighting, and then once the tide is high, it will continue to Antwerp. And it's making the flags go crazy. I didn't even look yet at the flag. Oh, yeah, indeed. Oh yeah, that gives you an idea of how much wind there is right now. It does have a flag that says New Sluice in Dutch. So they're still promoting it. Even though it's supposed to be open since October last year, and it still isn't. The little marina? No, so I think, this is my assumption, they're gonna dock it over there by those pillars. So my assumption is they're gonna park it over there. They have like these massive prefab concrete tunnel pieces that they have built in Zeebrugge, so at the coastline. And I think in like 2 weeks from now, I think May 16th is the first one, they're gonna start transporting them from Zeebrugge to Antwerp over the river. So we'll definitely catch that on stream. So they're basically massive 200 meter long or 180 meter long, I think, 40, 50 meter wide chunks of concrete, tunnel pieces that they will transport. And their first leg will be all the way from Zeebrugge to here, where we are standing. And then they'll overnight, wait for the high tide, and once it's high tide, they'll continue all the way to Antwerp. I went black for a few seconds, it's just the wind, I'm sorry. It's probably me dangling, I'm dangling the cables a little bit more because of the wind, so sorry. Got a cool moment about to happen. You have the MSC Darlene and the MSC Sienna about to cross each other. Right over there. Look at that. Sweet! So they're similar in size. They're both 366 meters long. That looks trippy on camera from my angle. I'm not sure if how it looks at your screen. It's like they're disappearing into each other. Okay, not anymore. Hey Beef, good afternoon. Oh, good evening actually. What time is it? It's 7. They're over 1 kilometer apart, really? Wow. Good optical illusion, eh? Now they're actually passing each other. Nice. Can we get the Sienna on the overlay for a minute, Toast? Thank you. So the MSC Sienna, which is now not in frame. Hang on, give me a minute. There she is. 366 meters long, 51 meters wide. She was built last year. She's pretty new, 2024. Also, look at that drought on her. If you don't know what drought is, that's basically the amount of ship that is underwater. So under the water level, or water line. Is that storm? I don't know if it's a storm. I think it is clouds that are coming towards me, Beef. But it is definitely, yeah, the wind is definitely coming from that direction that we're looking at right now. Straight ahead. She's from October 24. Oh, she's really young, less than a year. Nice. Let's see how she looks after how many months? That's like 6-7 months. This ship is as old as we've been ship spotting. Let me check her capacity as well. There she is. Her capacity is 16,000 TEUs. 16,000. She was made for me. Yeah, those clouds actually look scary as hell. So if you look up at the sky, there's like this line of clouds that is slowly creeping towards me. I think there's rain in it, probably. Although that was not forecasted, rain tonight. I should look on the radar, actually. $20 in Denmark. Wow. Don't see it on radar? Okay, thanks for checking, EG. Then I guess it's just the darkness of the clouds that gives this effect. It's cool. Temperature has already dropped 3 degrees. Yeah, so tomorrow they were forecasting 12 degrees, but we'll see if the wind is like this tomorrow. I might not stream if the wind is like this. It's fun for this one more ship, but after that I'm done with this wind. It's really horrible to stand in. No rain on, okay. Thanks for checking, guys, appreciate that. No wonder there are booze runs. Yeah, there's other places where it's even more expensive. I think St. Gregory, you should look up Norway. I think that's the worst one for alcohol. So we saw the Mahuri go out very deep in the water, and now she's all the way up again. You can see her algae infection. There's a lot of algae on her, all the green. Hey Big Barry, welcome back. Oh, chilly. Oh, gotta get that shot in. Look at that. Ooh. How does it say there's only 27 km/h winds? Jesus. Oh. In the 70s, that's a long time ago, Jacob. From what I've heard right now, Norway is crazy for alcohol. Yeah, it does have quite a bit of an effect, atomic. I think it's the worst it is for the ro-ro ships, so the vehicle carriers, because they are basically like floating shoeboxes. So if a wind hits it from the side, it almost acts like a sail. Yeah, the cloud is really moving in fast now. It's like it's picking up speed. It feels like 10 degrees. Yeah, that's more reasonable. Feels like 10. With wind gusts up to 44 kilometers an hour. I can believe that. Standing here, I can believe that. The tugs are attaching to the Xiaomei. That means it will probably go either to Ghent or it's a bulk, right? Yeah, it's gonna go to Ghent. There's no bulk facilities in the small port here. I should not say this, but alcohol and tobacco can make ship crew huge amounts of money. If they smuggle it, you mean? Alright, the sun has now officially disappeared where we are standing. That's actually cool. Let's show you for a minute. If you look towards the city, there's still sunshine there, and it's slowly fading away. You can slowly see the sun fading away in the distance. And it's hella cold once the sun is gone. There we go, St. Gregory. That's why they do the booze runs. We don't call it smuggle. We call it facilitating. Hey Mort, good evening. Welcome to a very, very windy day at the river. Well, actually it's only picked up in the last hour and a half, the wind. Ooh, Toast, you'll be very happy. There's trucks on this container ship. Look at the top of it. I see trucks up there, stacked all the way up the top. I see there's another container ship coming in behind her in the distance, but I'm not gonna wait for that. Maybe if the sun was out and there wasn't like a million miles an hour wind. But this will be our closer for today's stream. But hey, you got 2 streams in a day today, so can't complain. And then we'll reevaluate how the wind situation is tomorrow. We can see the Xiao coming, maybe Toast, we'll see. If she starts moving, we can. Windsurfer spotting. We saw one sailboat coming in once the wind picked up like this. So we were streaming earlier today and the wind was not that crazy, but in the last hour and a half it really picked up. And I think there was a boat coming back from a trip, a day trip maybe. They were battling the winds a bit at the end there. Oh, look at that. Look at that little ship for for scale. Oh, it's the Patriot stream regular as well. maybe one final time as well. If you're new to the stream and you like the ship stuff, or me just suffering in the wind, you get some enjoyment out of it. Don't forget to drop a follow or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Yes, we're also live on YouTube. And of course, the extra mile on YouTube is smashing that like button. There we go. That was my final sellout moment for today. Dude, I love how the Patriot is just in front of it all the time. Looks so good. Although it's speeding ahead now. It's a port tender. It basically transports crew around. Wonder what that ship that in the distance is that's coming in. Let me check on the radar. Oh, it's the Dubai Express in the distance. That's the one I see. Yeah, not gonna wait for that. This will be our closer. Yeah, the flies have completely been blown away, that's for sure. Not sure what's worse. I think the wind is worse than the flies. Dave. Oh my goodness. So yeah, some full-scale trucks. Even like one with a full truck, like not just including the back portion. Can you read that text on that truck? Oh, it's a UK truck. D.A. Perryman storage stuff. Plymouth. Do we think there's stuff inside of the truck and they're just doing a move like this? I wonder if they take the drivers too. Yeah, they're in the container below, the drivers. It looks like there's some more interesting cargo on the top there. Those orange brackets. And more trucks behind. I guess this ship identifies as a Ro-Ro as well. The camper van has arrived. Behind me. The two trucks are touching butts. Yeah, there's a few that were stacked on top of each other. I can't see it anymore. Got some more stuff on there. Oh, that's more trucks. Look at that. There's even a truck below there. Dude, this is a very unusually loaded ship. Oh, it's full of trucks. Look at that. It's a low, yeah, load on, load off. I don't think I've ever seen this much trucks on a container ship though. That's crazy. I guess it was too easy to just put them on a Ro-Ro. It can be cheaper than using a Ro-Ro, right? Yeah, probably Susie, or until the cops come and yeet them away, because they've been very active, the cops, in this spot since it reopened, yeeting away potential campers. They don't want it. Dude, suddenly the wind has died down. What is happening? Oh wait, never mind. It's coming back. I wonder how they're getting them up, just with a crane, same as the... So all of these trucks are... I can't really show you. They're all just on brackets. Can you see here? No, you can't see. So those brackets have the same attachment point as the containers. So it's the same type of cranes. Channel's blocking the wind for a minute, yeah, maybe. Look at all those reefers on the back. All of those are refrigerated containers. So they all contain fresh produce and stuff, or frozen stuff. Or anything that needs to remain cool, basically. Oh, you got its rotation. So she's almost ready for a long distance trip now. So where did she come from? She came from Klaipeda? Interesting. So the rotation for this ship is Shanghai, Ningbo, Yantian, Vung Tau, Singapore, Colombo, then Felixstowe, Antwerp, Gdansk, Gdynia, Klaipeda, Lithuania, that is. Back to Antwerp, London, Mundra, Gateway Mundra, no idea where that is, and then Singapore. Yeah, MSC is a world leader indeed. And Antwerp is their biggest hub in Europe, probably. As long as it doesn't start raining toast, I'll stay for the Qingmao, but if it starts drizzling, I'm done. So we have one more ship for today. No, we don't, St. Gregory. We only have paid ones. So whenever you park somewhere in public to camp, they can call the cops on you, and then the cops have the very important job of making sure somebody doesn't sleep anywhere else than a paid patch of grass. Look at those waves, wow. That is a very wild river. I'm not used to seeing that here. Okay, one more bonus ship. This one is coming in. So this is gonna take the corner here and going to Ghent. The Xiao Mei. No freedom here, yeah, I know. In all of Scandinavia you can just free roam and camp. But in Western Europe, there's no such thing here. I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid that you have to pay for a little patch of grass to put your tent or your van on. It's just... But that's just my opinion. There's a command for everything, chalk. But that command should also work on YouTube, actually. Oh, that's cool, bro. I'll take a look at that tonight. Thanks for sharing that. So this is the Xiao Mei that we're looking at. A bulk carrier, so most likely she's gonna be carrying some kind of ore, probably for the metal, the steel factory of the river. And she's going to Ghent, not to Wandelaar. Tinder. I tried that Big Berry, but the wife didn't like it, so I'm not allowed to do Tinder anymore. Just kidding, I'm not interested in Tinder. Before anybody gets the wrong IDs. The Netherlands doesn't either. Yeah, I know, the Netherlands doesn't have it either. OnlyFans. What do I post on my OnlyFans? Ship photos? How many of you would subscribe to my OnlyFans? My only ships. Dude, why is everything full of sand? What the hell? My whole back trunk is filled with sand. Jesus Christ. Dude, what speed are they going? I think they're waiting because there's another ship in the sluice right now. Naked ships. Just like ships on the scrapyard. She's going 6 knots. Should we really wait on this one? I'm cold. I'm gonna wrap up things. I'm done with this freaking wind. I think they're just taking it slow because there's still a ship in the sluice. I can show you guys that one as well. Maybe to be complete. So there's that one that's in the sluice. Interesting ship though. What is that? It's a pipe burying vessel? Oh no, now we gotta wait. Ooh, what is that? Let me look it up on radar for a minute. This is the Daniel Bernoulli, a 94 meter by 22 meter pipe burying vessel. She's going to Kiel. Let's see, let's check it on the radar. I want to see a picture of it. I mean, I'll see it regardless. If I now end the stream and drive to the lock, I will still see it. Ooh, yeah, we gotta wait for that one, don't we? Shuck. But it's still moving, right? It's still, no, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be at least another half an hour before it's out. FOMO, no. I'll see it when I drive by it. But I'm really cold and sandy now. You can see from the car like that one time. The thing is that the whole setup was in the car now. Now it's all outside, e.g. it's more difficult. Should I? Nah, it's not worth it. All right, Cheddarinos, I'm gonna wrap up things for today. Let's take one more look at our big girl that we just saw. The MSC Sienna on the way to Antwerp. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. We'll have to see how the wind is. If it's like this, then no chance I'm gonna stand here for another 3 hours in this wind. If the wind has died down a bit, I will come out. Probably again in the late afternoon because it's still high tide around noon. So yeah, all the heavy traffic is coming in the early mornings and the evenings this weekend. So is what it is. Look at that. That's a river drone, in case you're wondering. So the little steering hut is in front. It's very atypical for inland ships. Really cool to see. All right, guys. Oh wait, I have to push a button first. Yeah, there we go. We got a new outro song, which is copyright free this time because I made it myself. As I said, maybe tomorrow I'll be back, maybe not. Otherwise, thank you all for hanging. Don't forget to follow, subscribe. Thank you for all the support, Jacob, St. Gregory, all the gifted, holy moly. And oh, I'm cold. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye. It's so cold. Dude, what the hell is happening here? Hang on. It's like these two are getting ready for some kind of like welcome ceremony, or what? Why are they? Well, why are they docked like this? They're like parked on both ends of the canal. Is there something gonna happen? What? I mean, if they're gonna start rainbowing for some kind of, we gotta catch this, right? Oh, damn it. I was just about to like turn everything on and I saw these two guys, these two tugboats chilling on both ends of the river, which is very atypical. I've never seen them do that. Just like chill there. Why would they be doing that? Are we gonna... Also, all the people who leave after the end screen are now... We should always stay to the end credits roll, or the end of the end credits. This is like one of those Marvel movies with an end scene, post-credit scene. A drug bust? I was more thinking that maybe they're gonna do like some kind of like welcome or goodbye ritual, and they're gonna start to like spray water from the... Is that the Boeing thing? Oh no, it's not. I thought that was gonna be like some kind of spray thingy. Still very, very peculiar. Why are they doing that? Do you think they'll have to help with the Xiaomi here? Is it the Xiaomi is coming in? Leaking from its anchor hole. Guys on deck are getting ready. Yeah, new ship greeting, or maybe they only do that usually for brand new ships though, so I would be surprised, but I'm very curious as to why they are here. Toast is running over hours, registering all the ships. I'm going to test the new sluice. Nah, there's the dredges in the new sluice ray, so... Toast, maybe I should provide a functionality to add ships that don't appear on the overlay. For example, if you want to quickly add the tugboats on a day, that might be easier. Can you make a note of that in a mod chat so I foresee a functionality for that? I think that would probably help. The pipe layer is already through the lock. Oh, that's fast. I guess because it's high tide, the water level is almost equal. Thanks, Toast. Well, I guess we'll wait it out for a while. I'm gonna put my gloves back on. Jesus Christ. They're welcoming the first load of Wi-Fi cables. It's definitely interesting that they're just like hovering left and right of the canal. Never seen them do that. They're still there, by the way. You guys are looking at the Xiaomi. Dude, a little bit more and we'll see the Dubai Express as well. Oh, meanwhile the camper van has yeeted out of here. Oh, gone. God, I'm cold. Those big cargo hatches. Each of these are cargo doors that are sticking out. Someone's making selfies. Hello, you're making a selfie with me in the background. Let me move the camera for a minute. A bit more shelter from the wind now. So that is the pipe layer. Still moored. Let's see, so the two tugs are still left and right. Like this tug is gonna approach. Maybe it is just to help the Xiao Mei. She is fully loaded after all, so maybe it was just false alarm. No rainbowing will happen today. Aww. So we're finally gonna catch rainbowing live on stream. Wow, 4 tugboats for one ship. Like the 16 is now also moving towards it. Yeah, so I guess they need 4 tugs. This thing must be really heavy then. Or maybe they don't trust the Chinese ship to be able to stop in time by itself. I wonder if they have to pay extra now because they need to use more tugs. Her draught is 12.2, her max is 11.5. That's weird. I mean, she still has room if you, where is it? The Plimsoll line? Oh yeah, look. Oh wait. What the frick? That? Why do they have drawn a new Plimsoll line and like blurred out the old one? What is the story behind that one? This is the Chinese way of making the capacity of the ship bigger. What the hell? To capture this one with 4 ships. While we're here, got a big gas tanker, stealth gas. The Eco Wizard, another very, very bright ship, all orange. Alternative Plimsoll line. Where's the Eco Wizard going? To Rouen in France. She is completely empty though, if you look at that. Very high in the water. Pilot will have to get off on the gangway and then still a long climb down the ladder. Look at that ladder. Stealth, okay, dude. Yeah. It's anything but stealth. I think the pipe layer is coming out now, so capture the pipe layer. Wow, the tugs are really battling to maneuver it now. Look at the rear one completely going sideways to drag it to the side, I guess, for the pipe layer to pass. They're working. Tug is moving. I love how maneuverable these little tugboats are. It's crazy. It's really cool to see. It does look like she is moving. Yeah, she's moving. I am wrapping up after the pipe layer, though. I'm not waiting on the Dubai Express. Yeah, but then the two tugboats, Sulzi, are in a very interesting position. There was one left and right of the river, and I thought they were gonna rainbow or something. So this is officially the post-credit scene. I was like, oh, if they're gonna rainbow, we cannot miss it. But apparently they just need 4 tugboats to bring this massive ship to a halt. You can see they're working, they're really working on maneuvering with this ship. Yeah, now that we've waited to see what the tugs are doing, we might as well wait for the pipe layer ship thingy. It's not a ship we see here every weekend or every month even. This might be the first one of its type that we've seen, up close at least. The mini tug? I don't know, I didn't see a mini tug. Pipe layer is speeding ahead now. They probably messaged these 2 guys, are like, yo, we need some assistance with this massive Chinese ship. Capture this pipe layer going out. The Danielle Bernoulli, where she's going at Kiel Canal. She's sailing under the Luxembourg flag. How why is my mic so wonky? Hang on. Luxembourg flag. Okay, should be a bit better for the mic. Also, I wonder what it did in Ghent. Oh, look at that massive crane on it. That's cool. Yeah, she's a bit rusty. Although it's not that bad. I would rate it like a 4 for rust, maybe a 5. Oh, it looks very similar to a dredge with the big pipe on the side that they can probably lower. But then that probably like digs into the ground and then they pull a cable through it. Very interesting. She's nowhere near as rusty as her last photo of April 24th this year. A little maintenance in Ghent then. Could be, could be. Nicely, it's definitely a type of ship we don't see that often here. Oh yeah, that mini one. Now I remember Sulzy, yeah. I don't think that would have helped with this big boy. Full speed ahead. The pipe is to drop rock in the trench. Oh, after they put down the pipe in the trench then. Or it doesn't lay the pipes, it just buries them. Would also be the case. I'm allergic to wind now. It has a plow to dig in the cable and then come back and oh, okay, that's how it works. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that, AGB. So it's cool to have knowledgeable people in the chat. Look at that. They're really wrestling that ship into the sluices. Oh, we got a Caribbean Star next to us as well. I'm not gonna go to it, but looks like a reefer. Refrigerated ship. I feel like we've seen that one before, actually. And now it's off to the Baltic Sea to fix cables. Actually a really cool ship to look at. She's definitely empty though, so I don't think she has any cable on board yet. So she's probably going to Kiel to pick up cable, maybe. Oh, this is also a Jan de Nul ship. This is from the Belgian big dredging company. I see it on the chimney there, DJN. Two bow thrusters, one aft thruster as well, I think, over there. That's, yep. Very maneuverable ship, I would say. No, I think it does, Hank. Don't you think? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Schnell has a lot of interesting stuff on board. So yeah, this definitely looks like a trommel where like rocks can go through. Really cool ship to look at. It's fine, Hans. I just thought Hans is very excited about tugboats. Big excavator-like crane system on there as well. She lost her anchor? No, I think it's extracted into the box. It's like an anchor house. Yeah, you can see the bottom of the anchor. Really cool ship to catch. I like it. All right, and then, well, since she's here anyways, we might as well wrap up on her. The Dubai Express, a Hapag-Lloyd container ship. For those who are still here after my first fake ending, thanks for still hanging, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.